So for the first time in 2 years, we get to go back to conferences. We get to go to Beaver Creek for convention. I am ecstatic, but a little bit nervous too. I haven't been to a conference in more than 2 years. And I know for many of my introverted friends out there, this is pretty nerve-wracking. So here are 10 plus tips, I'm going to give you a bonus, of what you can do to make convention work for you. First and foremost, plan and connect with your contacts, your clients, your colleagues, people who you know are going to be there. Plan in advance to have lunch with them, breakfast, meet for dinner, maybe go for a walk around Beaver Creek. Second, arrive early. Now I know, if the agenda says registration goes from 1 to 2, you're going to show up at 1:55. So try something else. Arrive at 1 o'clock. There will be fewer people there, and it'll be easier for you to jump into conversation and start connecting with people. 3, listen more than you talk. Now for the introverts, I know this is easy for you. Ask a lot of questions. Get to know the other person you're talking to. Tip number 4, find a table with only 1 or 2 people sitting there. It makes it easier for you to sit down and start a conversation with the other person. And then everyone else has to come and ask if they can join you, as opposed to you having to ask to join them. Tip number 5, set a goal. I'm going to meet 5 new people today. Tip number 6, volunteer. Offer your time to run the mic around during a keynote session or sit at the registration table to check people in. Tip number 7, remember quantity over quality. Have 1 or 2 deep conversations where you truly connect with the person than going around passing out as many business cards as you can. Tip number 8, pay attention to your own energy and the energy of others. If you're talking to someone and they're looking over your shoulder or seeing who else they can talk to, politely remove yourself from the conversation. Go say you're going to fill up your tea or grab a drink or find a colleague you've been looking for. Tip number 9, if you're feeling uncomfortable about talking about yourself or what you do, talk about your firm or the organization you work for. A lot of people find it easier to talk about that than to talk about themselves. Tip number 10 is plan your time to recharge. Find that 30 minutes, 45 minutes to go back to your room in between the last session and the cocktail party so you are ready to re-engage and connect with people. And here's your bonus. Do not share a room with your colleague. You need that time at the end of the day, in the beginning of the day, to recharge, to fill your bucket back up.